Hey guys, how's it going out there today? I hope you guys are doing truly fantastic. Things are going pretty well here. We're back to full-time work, which is great. Out of these lockdown lights, and still being able to do this daily sneaker content. I think I'm around about 600 consecutive days on YouTube, which is something to celebrate. And if you're one of those regular viewers who's been with me for all that time, thank you very much. And if you're new to this, watching for the first time, thank you very much for dropping by as well. And today we've got a special shoe. It's a New Balance, and usually when we go outside of sort of the big sneakers like Adidas or Nike or Reebok, those really big brands, if you get into Asics or you get into New Balance and brands like that, it's sort of a niche market, a different sort of world that we're aiming for. And I'll be right frank honest with you guys right up front. I'm always honest about how this channel is partly about me growing my knowledge of sneakers as much as me giving you guys information about sneakers. And when it comes to New Balance, even though I'm here in Tokyo, Japan, there are many things that I don't know about the shoes. And I say that even though I'm here in Tokyo, Japan, because it's almost like an unwritten rule that every single person in Japan has to have a pair of New Balance sneakers. I am not kidding with you. I would say you see New Balance more often than you see any other brand of sneakers here in Tokyo, Japan. It's quite incredible. So when a New Balance comes around, especially when I know about it in advance, I like to do my videos about sneakers that are coming up, not sneakers that have already dropped, but sneakers that are going to drop in the next week or so. And rarely do you get that sort of information early enough to make a video about New Balance. And here we are today with 3 different sneakers that are dropping from the New Balance line, and we're going to be getting into that today, but it all revolves around the OMN1S or the OMN1S sneaker, and that's kind of where the main thing is. So let's get into this and have a look at these three sneakers specifically as well, mainly all about that New Balance OMN1S. This is the Tokyo Butter 23 Sneaker Channel. Tokyo Butter 23 Sneaker Channel des.毎日アップするので毎日見てください. Every single day from Tokyo, Japan, I bring you content about upcoming sneaker releases, sneaker news, and sneaker reviews. And today, it's all about this upcoming new. I'm laughing because my phone, I got a new case for my phone. My old one was falling apart. It's just weird. I've looked at that case for years, literally, actually, because I've been shooting on an iPhone 6 forever, and I got a new case for it. I'm waiting for 5G to come out before I upgrade my iPhone, because some of the old iPhones don't actually work on the 5G network, so I'm waiting for 5G iPhones to come out, 5G ready iPhones. So I'm still on this iPhone 6, but hopefully within this calendar year we'll upgrade on that. But yes, I got a new case for it, and it's just really distracting looking at that right now. So, but I'll try to get past that and get into this shoe and talk about these 3 shoes today. Hopefully behind me here, what you're doing is you're looking at those 3 shoes. There's an 850S, there's a 997, and there's the OMN1S. And all 3 of them are in, is it berry lime, I think is the colorway that they're calling. Let's be honest, not much berry, not much lime, so I'm not really getting that. I mean, you could say that the pink or the purple or whatever color you want to go with on that fuchsia is the berry part, and then you've got the hits of yellow and that kind of volt in there, which could be the lime part. But sorry, New Balance, I'm not really feeling that. But that's not really the point. The name of the colorway or the colors on there is all about the performance, especially of those OMN1Ss. And we'll get into that. First, what I want to do is I want to do this in 3 parts because it's 3 sneakers, and I want to do it from the point of view of the least well-known one of the 2, or the one that has the least amount of information out there, and that's the 997s. These are the 997s right here. And I haven't been able to find really high quality pictures at all of that. This is the lateral side here, and you can see it's a very white shoe. The other 2 are very fuchsia. I think we're going to go with fuchsia shoes, but this one is very white, and the only hits of color that come in on it in that kind of berry lime colorway is on the N on the side, and you can see it's sort of a gradient between the 2, where the volt yellow and that sort of fuchsia kind of come together on the side there. But then if you come down from that, you see on the back towards the midsole towards the back of the shoe, you've got that end cap sort of midsole branding on there, which tells you that it's going to be a very, very comfortable ride. Whenever that's on the side of a New Balance sneaker, you know that there's high technology and there's high comfort and there's high performance going on in the midsole of the shoe. So it's definitely got a lot of pluses in those things. But when we do, like I say, look at the whole thing as a oneer, it's just a very white shoe, and it doesn't seem to fit the rest of the story here. And the main story, we'll go into the second shoe now, is that OMN1S or Omnis. I don't know if we read it that way or not, but it's the main shoe in here for many, many reasons. One is because it's dropping, all 3 of these guys are dropping on July the 30th, but they're dropping on that date deliberately to be in time for the restart of the NBA season. And we'll get into NBA branding in a bit, because New Balance, MB, NBA, you know, there's something going to happen there at some point in the near future. But this shoe dropping in time for the restart of the NBA, because it is very much tied to an Oklahoma City Thunder player, Darius Bazley. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Apologies if I'm not. And so this is a signature basketball shoe from New Balance, which is rare. And what's even rarer, because this is the very first time it's ever happened, is it's a low. They've never brought out a low basketball sneaker, you know, to be used on the pro circuits. And as far as I know, Darius Bazley's been using this shoe already, but now it's going into mass production, and it's going to be something that's a general release for everybody out there. So it's big in terms of the fact it's in time for the NBA season to re-kick off again. It's big because it's tied up to a player, and it's big because it's a low from the New Balance line for the very first time. So there's three very main reasons why this is the centre shoe in these three sort of shoe lines. Now there's particular things on it that are very important. Two things that I really want to get into. One is the midfoot strap in that Volt yellow I was telling you about. The thing about it is it doesn't seem to be more than just a piece of fabric that's wrapped around the midfoot. It doesn't seem to be what you'd say on a Kyrie 6 is a Velcro midfoot strap. It doesn't seem to be Velcro at all. It seems to be all about just being a strap there. I assume it's for stability. I don't know if it's elasticated so it holds it to your foot or anything like that. It might just be for design, but it's kind of, I've never really seen it before like this. Usually they're adjustable in some way, buckles or Velcro or something like that, so that you can alter how much, you know, it gives to your foot, or how much it holds to your foot, one way or the other. But these don't seem to have that for some reason. Not really sure what that means, but it's an important feature on the guys. And like I said, it's a very sort of pink and purpley looking shoe on the top, but then when you flip them upside down and have a look at the outsole, very, very yellow outsole. And this is where I was thinking about that NB for New Balance, NBA for the Basketball Association. You can see behind me here that yellow outsole, but you can see in the middle of it that big splash of black NB branding there. And it can't take long before somebody realizes that there's got to be some kind of tie-up between the National Basketball Association and the New Balance, both sharing the NB letters at the start of their acronym. So I would say that we can look out for that. I would expect to see that. One last thing about this shoe though that I'm just like on is the weight is over. Hopefully what I'm showing you behind me here is some of the promotional material that's come from Darius Bazley. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. And it says the wait is over, as if we've been waiting for this shoe. I don't know if people have been waiting for a New Balance basketball shoe in a low. Maybe it's the wait is over to get back to playing basketball, professional basketball games, the rest of the NBA season, stuff like that. Maybe they're tying those two together and it's the wait for basketball to come again, but they're kind of like using that to pretend it's the wait for a New Balance sneaker. I don't personally see it, but you know, that's just me. It's not a big enough shoe, it's not a big enough brand of basketball for it to be like people are waiting for it. It's like, when's that OMN1S going to drop? You know, I don't really see that, but that's just me. And then the final shoe in this sort of little line of three shoes that are all coming out in this berry lime is those 850s, like I said. And here they are here, and you can see they are very much like a splash of those two colorways, the pink or the fuchsia or whatever you want to call it on there, and then that Volt yellow running up the sides of it. What's interesting on this guy is that they haven't gone with anything as far as branding goes. On the lateral, the medial sides, usually there'll be a large N on there to signify it's a New Balance sneaker, but for some reason they've dropped that branding off the side. I tried to look at it, and you can look at it as well, the way that the sort of the lacing and the cage runs up the side of the lateral side there. I was trying to see like two ends, you know, the two legs of the N going this way, and see if there was like a cross section to give you the N on there, but I just couldn't make it out. It didn't make sense to me, so I think they've dropped the branding off of there. What they haven't done is they haven't dropped the branding off of the tongue, and you can see up there on the tongue a very clear kind of 850 branding up there, New Balance branding, so it's clear where this shoe comes from and where it sort of fits into that line of you know, 3-digit numbered New Balance shoes, which is mostly what New Balance shoes are. Is like 350s or 887s or whatever. Sometimes you go up into the 4 figures, but I don't think they've ever dropped down into the 2 figures, but correct me in the comments down below if I'm wrong about that. And that's today's video, guys. Just a quick one about this upcoming thing, that July 30th, like I said, 3 different shoes dropping on that date, but the main one is that OMN1S, which is mainly about the NBA, mainly about getting back into regular basketball for people out there, which a lot of people have missed their regular sports, so I'm sure they'll appreciate that. And then you can keep an eye out for this shoe on the courts, hopefully. I don't even know if Oklahoma City Thunder have made it into this sort of mini league that's going to end the season or not. But maybe it's a big shoe and I'm wrong about that. Maybe you guys can tell me more about it in the comments down below than I know. But for me, that's those 3 shoes that are coming from the New Balance line. Always good to do that. Rarely do I get the information in advance so I can make videos like this. So I appreciate that, being able to do that. But that's pretty much where we are today. My video, like I said, around about 600 days. I'm going to calculate it and work out how many days it's been. It was December 9th when I started doing daily content on 2018, December 9th. So we'll see how many days it's been, but it's close to 600. But for now, this day is over and I have to go off and shoot this video, edit this video. It's almost 11 o'clock at night on Monday. I wouldn't mind getting this done by midnight so I can have a good night's sleep. So I'm going to sign off. Thank you guys for checking out the content, but because I do this every single day, that means that you are guaranteed to see me tomorrow.